Bosh. There we go. And that got me an achievement, apparently. Wanted. Defeat two. Oh, that was my 200th sailor. That's a good way to start the video.
Oh, yes.
My 200th sailor. So, I've been busy. First of all, I figured out how to change clothes.
Okay, that I can tell.
You can tell. Good.
Yeah.
So, you have to change clothes at the Going Merry. No, not the Going Merry. There's Thousand Sunny.
Yes.
There's literally a door. I found it by accident. There's a door. No, actually, I might have had to Google it. There's a door on the Thousand Sunny where you click and you can change clothes. The game never tells you that at any point. But yes, that's how you do it. So, what I recommend we do is we're in the middle of rescuing the Straw Hats. We've got Chopper and Nami. We need to get the other 6. I reckon we should change costume every time we rescue a Straw Hat.
Okay,
because I've got enough costumes. So between
Boaster.
I bought the expansion pass, and they gave us a free costume as well. But I won't tell you what they are because they're cool.
Okay.
So there's been an update since we last played, and they've added photo mode. There we go, which is quite fun. So we're not going to do anything with it, but it's there as an option if we want to look at anything really close up. So we can just have Luffy's happy face floating in midair for a second while we talk.
This would be good if you got the perfect photo for a background, a wallpaper.
Yeah, I was playing around with it when they first introduced it. Just playing around, and what it's really good for is if I don't have a good thumbnail from the recording, I can just jump on and make Luffy do just a punch or a kick or something, and pause it midway, angle it, and then it makes a good thumbnail. So I'm very happy.
Yeah.
But that's not the important thing. So
it's not.
The important thing is that I have been through the whole game and completed it. We don't need to play anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, I'll see you later.
Jackman out. No, I've been through and I've revealed the whole map, so we now have fast travel to it. And I've gone through and I've picked up some loads of treasure chests through a load of places because they were bogging us down a little bit.
They were a little bit. Yeah.
So I'm gonna make a new rule: don't pick up treasure chests because they just take. I can get them between recordings, and there's nothing important in any of them.
Okay.
Until we actually unlock crafting, which is where all of this stuff actually comes into play, it's pointless to do anything. And I've picked up treasure, I've completed some of these where it's where the numbers are in blue. I've got all the treasure chests, so I will get that. I also went back through and completed all the side quests. Most of them didn't give us anything good. We got some equipment, but none of it's as good as the survival belt, which we got last time, because that increases our max HP by double.
Yeah, which makes more sense.
But
you haven't got that on? Or you have got it on?
Yeah, I've got it on.
What's the gold thing, then?
If I take it off, our max HP is 1,500, and it's 3,000 with it on, so it's we need to have this on.
Yeah. What is the gold one, though?
It's not even that good. It's armor mode attack, observation mode attack, and max HP. It's really shit. Yeah. I don't know why it's gold. But completing the side quests got me some skills. So I've maxed out HP recovery. Which is always good. Yes, this is very, very useful. And I'm saving up for the next HP level. Yeah. And then we can start getting some of this stuff. This one, I know, we were talking about this. This is the armament takedown. So this one's actually quite good to get, because then we don't have to keep switching back to... We can sneak up on people in armament mode, and we don't have that thing where we're going, why isn't takedown coming up? Yeah. Oh, I'm not in the right mode. But we're getting to the point now where we'll have enough points to survive, that we can now start buying fun abilities. Stuff. Yes. Yeah. And we're not just flailing about with the default abilities. So one of the missions we got was to find special rocks. I did that mission. It was really irritating, but I did it. And I then realised it was one of the DLC missions. After the fact, I was like, oh, yeah, this was one of the pre-order missions. So you didn't miss anything. Literally, I had to go to 5 different places and find a rock. Yeah, and which then always makes a load of fun. Yes, it wasn't actually too bad, because they were in quite interesting places. barrel sucks. But the problem was, I then had to defend this researcher from being attacked by pirates, and it was the most irritating. That was annoying. I didn't mean to do that. It's the most irritating thing I've had to do in this game, because they would immediately, because it's playing on extreme, they would just immediately kill him, and there were 3 of them, and I couldn't do damage quickly enough to stop them from killing him. So yeah, it was tedious.
Yeah, it sounds it, to be fair.
But I eventually managed to get them in such a formation... Ah, you dick. In such a way that... Oh, I thought I got another achievement then, but... It's just my friend coming online. Yeah, so that gave us 500 skill points, which is what I bought the skill HP recovery, HP recovery with.
Well, at least there was no loss. Like, you didn't do it and then find that you only got 50.
Yes, the fact that it gave me 500 made me much happy. Yes, it made it very worthwhile. I've also become quite good at killing dudes, because... Like, literally, I think you've got like a 1 in 5 shot of... Oh, I can just hit that. A 1 in 5 shot of stunning them.
Yeah.
So you just have to really slowly, like this is the best way to kill these guys, just really slowly hit them in the face until they take a knee, basically. Obviously, ideally, the best thing to do is to sneak up behind them and
not have to do any of it.
And not have to do that, but you can also just knock them off the edge into the water, which, being on the... They saw me from a distance, didn't they? I guess the other guys alerted them.
You able to go inside that?
In this? No. These are just like little outposts along the bridge. So I did trigger a couple of the side quests by mistake, but it was but not in any significant way. So yeah, so these guys are probably best just to just knock off the edge. You still get, as far as I can tell, the experience and the reward for doing it. So see, you've got a gem fragment.
Yeah, much easier.
They obviously devil fruit users because they drowned.
Yeah.
That or they just got really heavy boots on. I have, however, not watched One Piece Gold still. Is that right? Are you caught up on the anime at least?
Right. Yes, but the last 2 episodes have been a recap.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, and it's a recap of Luffy trying to rescue Ace.
Oh, okay. I don't know why they're recapping that. But you've seen Luffy's new bounty at least.
Yeah, 1.5 billion?
1.5 billion. He's now the most wanted man in the series out of all the bounties we know. It is assumed that, like, Dragon probably has a higher bounty, but that's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
The last 2 episodes have been at the new Marine Fold.
For the what's it called?
The meeting.
Yeah.
The meeting of all the royals.
So how far into that have they gone?
Nowhere yet.
Oh, okay.
Literally what they're doing is everyone's arriving, and as they're arriving, they're explaining that there's a new Marine Fold because the last one got destroyed.
It got a bit broken,
during the rescuing of Ace, which is how they make it relevant that they're talking about something that happened 400 or 500 episodes ago. Yeah,
literally like 2 or 3 years ago now. In fact, probably more longer than that, I would have thought in the anime. In fact, even in manga, I mean, that was pre-time skip.
Yes, very much
that's
so.
probably like 7-8 years ago. They do like to do their recaps in the anime though, because it's a good way to
remind people.
Well, just slow down progress basically, because the anime has the problem in that they have to put out an episode every week, whereas the manga doesn't, because Oda takes not frequent, but he takes breaks. A lot of breaks. Because he works very, very hard. And I'd rather him take breaks and finish One Piece than not take breaks and die. Let's put it that way. It's like, I very much want him to finish, no matter how long it takes. We don't want a George R.R. Martin situation where he sort of burns himself out and doesn't want to finish it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So, I'm breaking my own rule and picking stuff up.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah,
Straight away.
It's really distracting just seeing those. The problem is because we're doing the side quests, I've been getting them, and so just sort of seeing them on the map and not getting them. But I'll get them in my own time. It's fine.
Yeah, you do that.
I will.
I'm only here for a very limited amount of time.
This is exactly it. So we'll try. We barely accomplished anything last time you were here. Like we basically had 2 cutscenes with Nami. And that was it.
The first time that I was here, we only got to smoke her.
Yeah, that was really good. Like, we got to the first boss, and we beat the first boss, eventually. Yeah, the second time you were here, we did literally nothing. Well, not literally nothing. We found Nami, then we spoke to a guy called... We beat up a guy called Piranha. There we go. I love it. I think that's from explore the entire island. There we go. But I just need to wait for it to leave so I can read the subtitles.
Yeah.
There you go. 6th basement floor. Oh, just like in Paldown. Oh, so we have to drain the water. It's very water. The Legend of Zelda Water Temple. I'm going to save. This is the other thing I've started doing as well, is saving frequently. Because it's tedious.
It takes you back somewhere else.
Yes, because if I die, it will literally take me back to... As we've discovered numerous times, it will literally take me back to...
wherever it decides.
Where we loaded in, I think, pretty much. I should probably make more of an effort to sneak up on these guys than I am. But I know... Like, these normal guys I can take out pretty easily now.
And you're not even bothered by bullets anymore.
No, the amount of damage... The thing is, the game's still got the problem where you will just... That some guy will show up, and he's just randomly way more powerful than everyone else.
Sneak. Nope.
Okay. I mean, I don't have a sneak. I can run or I can sprint. Damn it, I was trying to...
Be clever.
Yeah, I was trying to sort of... What? Luffy, thank you. I was trying to jump up and then get behind him whilst he ran around to look at me, but there's a guy behind me going to sneak up on us, so let's go over here. There we go. But yeah, these normal guys, you just slowly punch them in the head until they fall down, and you can bop them in the back of the head. I don't think I even need to take all these guys down. I'm just clearing out the area before I start looking for the mechanism. Oh, this game does a really annoying thing as well, where even if you save, if you die and reload the save doesn't remember who you've killed.
So you still have to go back and kill everyone.
Well, no. So one of the places was like a lighthouse radio tower thing.
Okay.
And I was killing people and working my way up through the tower. Oh, there's a guy up there. I'm not going to worry about him. I'm working my way up through the tower. Oh, damn, it's on the other side. Can I get to it from here? Yeah, I can do this. That's not going to work.
No, that definitely didn't work.
I could have... I just used it. There we go. Do that. I pressed the wrong button. So I worked my way slowly through the tower, killing all of the enemies on the way.
God, that takes ages.
Yeah, it's the same as every
That's why you had to kill everyone.
Yeah. You can't just run in and do this, unfortunately. And then I got right to the top, and there was a fucking PX9 or something showed up, kicked my ass, but I'd saved, like, a
Just
floor
beforehand.
down. Pardon?
Just beforehand.
Yes. And then I respawned, and every enemy I'd killed on the lower levels of the tower respawned. And I was like, great!
Just like a blood moon.
Just like a blood moon. We're talking about blood. We're talking about Breath of the Wild before we started playing today, just to provide context there. Now, see, if I wanted to kill Luffy, what I would do is just be like, I'm just going to press the switch and raise the water level while he's down there.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Also, how are these guys walking around when there was water in there before?
They had scuba suits on.
Where are the scuba suits then?
They tidied them away.
Why, in the time it took us to get downstairs?
They're very, very good at their job.
Okay.
These are professionals, Adam. Okay, they're not amateurs like Luffy. Even though he is wearing his raid uniform, or I can't remember what I should name this costume as. I wonder if I can just punch you off the edge. No, I think the
Barriers in the way.
the barriers, yeah.
Yeah, it protects them from you getting rid of them so easily.
Yeah, they probably saw that
You're not
coming.
going to get the chest.
He will shoot me. I mean, I can try it, but yeah, that man will shoot me. See.
Yeah, fair enough.
I also need to keep my eye out for the other mechanism. I don't know where it is.
It's not there.
Yeah, that wasn't. I didn't know. I was just trying to jump up rather than across. Alright. The extra punch always feels mean. It's like, I've knocked you down, I just needed to take you down.
He
now.
must be
I
the
just
last person then.
feel spiteful. He's the last person of the ones that have seen me. So, can I...
Just hit the camera. No, I guess not.
Okay.
What happens when you get spotted by it? Go on, do it. Do it.
Alright. Oh, I thought maybe that would... It's a bit underwhelming. Okay, I imagine if there are enemies alive on the level, it alerts them to the fact that I'm
There.
here.
Is that the button you need?
Yes. Just wait, trying to get the prompt to come up.
I was hoping it was going to be something more interesting, like you had to find one of the guys that you'd beaten up, drag him over, put him in front of it to make it look like...
To get like an
so you
eye
have to
scanner.
scan him.
Yeah, the technology in the One Piece universe kind of varies. So I don't know that eye scanners are necessarily a thing, even though, you know, they can fly to the moon. Well, I think the eye scanner did come...
And they can go to Sky Island in giant bubbles.
Yeah, but Sky Island didn't have rubber bands. So...
They didn't have rubber bands?
No, do you not remember that was a whole thing? Usopp introduced rubber to the Sky Islands.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, there's a theme
It also
park.
could be seen as something very rude. He introduced rubber.
He introduced prophylactics to the Sky people. Yeah, he overnight. That's why they hail him as a hero, because he overnight he cured the STD problem.
Just like how? Why is he so critically acclaimed with the Giants then?
Because of Dorian Broggy.
No, I was going for a reference to the fact that, like, how did he provide that much protection for Giants?
Because of Dorian Broggy, he used them as models.
Ah, that makes more sense.
Yeah. So he knew, you know, what kind of schlonger he was working with. And then he needed to get his plants from the Pop Islands, and you know, he had all the rubber he needed then. It's not really covered in the main narrative of One Piece how much, you know, Usopp's into the whole sort of sex trade, but it's the way that he gets the majority of his money
Actually,
from.
I think you'll find that his nose shows exactly what kind of thing he's into.
You think that's the giveaway, is it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, I can't fault your logic. I can't fault your logic. We have to do this 4 more times, just for the record, just to let you know where we are with saving Frankie. I'm going to save again, so I don't want to have to redo that. This is basically what this bit is. They said he's on the 6th floor, so I have to clear out all the enemies and then press the button. Because I don't have to clear all the enemies out. It just makes finding and pressing the button easier.
It does.
Yes.
Because they shoot at you. Otherwise.
Yes, and it's annoying because I mean we can buy skills to speed this up, which might be something we should do.
Nah.
It's very much a there are skills that are utility and skills that are just convenience.
And that's definitely a convenience.
That's a convenience skill, and we really need to focus on utility skills.
The water's only been drained to the 5th floor.
Oh, okay. 3 switches before the countdown ends.
Oh, bollocks.
There's a switch on each floor just like before. So, okay, so I need to kill all the enemies on all 3 floors.
And then go and do the switches.
Oh, and Luffy fell asleep because the instruction was too boring. Okay. Stairs.
Hit the switches on 3rd floor to the 5th floor. So this is the 3rd floor.
Yeah. Oh, the Gatling's so satisfying, and we can get a skill that.
Oh,
that's a lot of dots behind me. That's fine. You can see that I think they're spread out across they're on lower levels. So it's not much of an issue.
Keep getting shot by someone there.
Yeah. I thought it'd be safe behind that steel wall, but no,
because they're right behind you.
That's fine. Slow and steady becomes the Pirate King. And I can also do this as well a couple of times.
That's one of the jobs.
Fall over. So one of the things we probably should do is increase our critical hit chance to make that more reliable.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. Just because... Well, takedowns are the biggest... Yes, that's where the bottom one is, but there's no point me hitting it whilst there's people alive on the lower floors. So let's clear out all the floors and then worry about pressing buttons.
Ah, because you've just went in that light, they've all turned red.
They knew where I was anyway.
Yeah, it's weird that they've got such good vision.
I imagine they've all got dead end mushrooms.
Well, they've definitely got better than stormtroopers.
That's because of their helmets. Apparently that's the canon. Well, it was at one point the canon reason why stormtroopers had such bad aim. There's a few reasons. Don't talk about Star Wars. I think at one point they said that they all got bad shipment of guns, and then one time they said it was because the helmets restricted their view. I always like the explanation, like this is the one. It's from War, but it would make sense for like the Marvel series, where you've got like goons working for like. Stop moving. AIM. I meant to punch this one. I didn't realise he'd gone into takedown. The reason the stormtroopers have such bad aim is because they're not trying to hit them. Because they don't actually want to kill anyone. They just like, well, I was from a poor family, so I joined the army to make a living. I don't actually want to kill anyone, so I'm just gonna pretend to shoot at Luke Skywalker on his lightsaber, but I'm not actually going to make an effort to hit him.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, I like that explanation, because it makes the stormtroopers, and it makes like villains in general, seem very human. All right,
Still villains, though.
Oh yeah, I mean, like you can say, oh no, I was a really good thug to an evil organisation, but you're still, you're still on the payroll of the evil organisation. It's getting annoying. They're still not actually much of a threat, in fairness. It's just,
at this moment in time.
But I just need to make sure I don't get stun locked. And it's difficult to hit them on the stairs, and they're waiting to come up. Let's take down. I really hope this is like all we need to do, and there's not like a boss battle at the end. Actually, I wouldn't mind a boss battle at the end, because we haven't had one for a long time, But yes, speaking of the One Piece anime,
yeah.
So I was going to say, because it's a shame that they haven't gone more into what's the meeting called? It's bugging me. I can't remember what it's called. Because the way One Piece works is that you have a storyline, you have an arc which focuses on the Straw Hats, and then you have a gap between the arc where you get all of the actual story progresses. So you have all the characters reacting to the bounties, and then you get all this like actual plot development.
To be fair, there was in the episode where Luffy finds out he's worth 1.5 billion. He cries at first because he thinks his bounty's gone down. He's like, "Oh, my bounty's gone down," and then Brooks comes along and goes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, it's just Luffy's an idiot, but I mean, we knew that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good reveal. I liked that.
I also love that Sanji's went up, but only because he was referred to as Sanji.
Vimsmoke. Oh no, it's Vimsmoke Sanji, isn't it now? Instead of Blackleg Sanji.
Yeah. Instead of being so he was actually happy at first because he was higher than Zoro.
Finally,
but then also saddened by the fact that he'd now been referred to as part of the Germa.
Yeah, so he's not happy. He's also got the raid suit from his dad as well.
This isn't the button we want first, is it?
I don't know. I can't remember. It's hard to tell how many floors up. I think I went up one floor too many. I did stop to look, but I couldn't tell how many floors I'd gone up.
I know the one, like the you can see there it says
it's 3.
3 on it.
I can see it now.
So that one said number 8.
No, I'm pretty sure they all say 3. It's just they're written in a weird, wet font. Where's the button? I want to try and sort of find it in location to the stairs, so I know where I need to.
Well, can't you just jump down?
Well, no, because I need the button on this floor before I jump down.
Yeah. It's probably behind there somewhere.
Yeah, it's probably behind one of these. We did find it, and then I was like, well, there's no point in pressing it until I have to do a lap because I can't remember where it is. But yeah, it's annoying because like there's a massive amount of plot between the Big Mum, the Whole Cake Island arc, and the next arc. And I was hoping we could talk about that, and I can't now because I have to wait until the anime catches up a little bit more. But yeah, they drop some bombs. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got 3 minutes.
Oh, I was worried it was going to be like 30 seconds, and I was going to have to really like, pull the lead out and floor it. But this is going to be easy. Although they maybe didn't expect you to just kill everyone first.
It's quite possible.
Yeah, it's way easier to do this way. So,
what floor are we on now then?
This is floor 4.
Wasn't it like central in floor 4?
Yeah, over there. I was also slightly worried that hitting that light would reset it, but unfortunately that doesn't seem to be the case.
Yeah, that is a bit fortunate because that would have been a pain in the ass.
That would have been an absolute pain in Luffy's rubber butt. That's 2.
Do you think that's also why Usopp hangs out with Luffy?
Because of the rubber?
Yeah.
Well, you reckon he shaves it off of him whilst he's sleeping?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be weird.
Sea prism razor.
There's a... Oh, it made it sinister. But yeah, there's a theme park in Skypiea called... I think it's called Usopp Land. And it's rubber. It's like rubber products. I think it's just literally he left rubber bands up there, and they built a statue to him. So Usopp has 2 statues in the New World in his honour.
God, Usopp.
Usopp is the best. And I maintain that it will be a thing eventually. Looking forward to post time skip Soga King.
You think it's going to be a thing?
I think it's going to be a thing. There's a few reasons. First of all, because it's awesome, and why would you not? But also, because this looks like a boss battle area.
It does look like a boss battle area.
Oh god. Oh, and it's gone into it's faded black. Can Frankie at least help me? Oh, they see stone. I can't see through them with my hacky. Oh, no, there's Frankie. I can see through them. He's over there. He's just standing there, stock still behind a door.
Gotta find the button first.
Well, the button's fortunately right next to the door. That was potentially quite easy. I feel like Frankie could probably break his way out of that, though.
Yeah. Because he's not...
Well, he's not a devil fruit user. And... I got 5 PX.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a good thing I saved. Pacifista, that's what they're called. So it's not actually that difficult to fight, because he does that. It's just I got caught by surprise and there were some other enemies around when I fought him last time.
Last time?
Well, I told you, I got attacked on the top of... Oh, actually, no, he does hit... He hits pretty tough.
I'll try to avoid that.
Yeah, he's quite quick with his shots, unfortunately.
Jump.
Jesus.
You're dead.
Yeah, I noticed. Well, good luck.
I'm glad I get to play for this amount of time and try and remember all the controls of an Xbox again.
Yeah.
Which one do I press?
Just press A. I don't know how it doesn't like sink in a little bit between playthroughs.
I don't know.
Right, A is jump, X is punch.
Yeah.
I'll give you PlayStation buttons, okay? R1 is your B is your circle, is your dodge.
See, now that's unfair.
Down on the D-pad is to change to different modes.
Run away! Go down here. So I can, yeah.
Hide. Just hide from him, maybe he'll go away. Yeah, so that doesn't work. What you just did. It's slow and steady shots is what you need. Because you'll hit him a lot, but unless you hit him in the head, because that will stagger him, and then you've got... If you do them quickly, you just use up all of your bar, and you can. But yeah, I think maybe just going quite... I mean, I don't know the way to fight him. I was hoping to hit him in the head might knock him into a takedown state, but he shot me with a laser.
Yep, didn't see him.
He's on his ass though, so yeah, maybe just keep railing him. He is just a normal enemy. This is the thing. He's not a boss. I think he's a mini boss, but he's got the purple life bar. But he's no smoker. Let's put it that way.
Oh, I thought I'd get away with that one.
I didn't think you would get away with that one. You shot him in the chest 3 times and then jumped.
Oh, it was so close. Run away!
Unfortunately, you've now got the superior life regen. But remember, if you don't... he might start to recover health as well.
You can't see me. Oh, okay.
Fortunately, he can see you too. Right, I think I'm going to go armament hacky and just go full hog on him.
Yeah.
I think that's... Because you were hitting him with like the Gum Gatling, and that seemed to...
Make some sort of mark on him.
You were knocking him over, and if he's on his arse, he's not hitting you, he's not shooting lasers at you.
That's true. Unless he's got one coming out of his arse.
And I remember that bit, when he shot the laser out of his arse. Thriller Bark.
Yeah. Yeah, he was just trying to tie a shoelace.
It just came out accidentally.
Yeah, he just didn't have full control of himself yet. Because was that the point where he'd been turned into the original had been turned into a robot?
So he was a cyborg at that point, because Zoro used his Shishi Son on him.
Maybe it's better to be closer to him to shoot now, because you can kind of go around him quickly.
Yeah, I've spotted. It's also a case that I can block when I'm in armament mode, which is a bit more reliable than dodging. He also, yeah, he tries to get away from you when he wants to shoot his laser as well. There's a chest there. See, just broke my car. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
So yeah, he was a cyborg, but he still had his personality.
Yeah.
And then I think he
when
lost.
He was Kuma.
Yes, and then I think he lost his personality completely by the end of the time skip, because he was guarding the Thousand Summit.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. And he's not in a great place at the moment. Oh, Kuma.
In this or in?
Well, at the moment I'm beating up one of his body doubles, but in One Piece, you'll find out in I don't know, depending on how long the recap with Ace lasts, I guess.
I think from the looks of things, it looks like it'll be another episode at least. I think it's going to be a 3-episode thing. They're basically they're lining up all the people that are coming for the big meet.
Yeah.
While also explaining that now there's 2 marine holds, the main one on one side of the what's it called, the red line, and another one on the other side. And obviously on the top of the red line is where all the poshos.
Yeah, the Mari Geodes, or however it's pronounced. Oh,
yeah.
I think I put him into takedown, but then I hit him with my foot. But yeah, he's actually not really that, like, just as long as you keep hitting him. Yeah, his punch doesn't do much damage. Oh, I looked up there somewhere. Oh good, I did still hit him.
Be careful at this point.
That's fine, I got some red hawks I can hit him with now. Should be enough to kill him. But yeah, I like that it really bugged me that I can't remember the name of the meeting, but it's basically the gathering of the Straw Hat Luffy fan club. Because it's just all these people that Luffy's helped out, and they're just like, I love Luffy!
Yeah, to be fair, they had
I know Kobe's shown up.
Yeah, Kobe showed up and saved the sand one.
Cobra. That's his name, King Cobra.
From the sand place.
From Alabasta, yeah.
Yeah.
And
the duck
Vivi.
thing.
I don't remember the duck. Karu! I do remember the duck. Karu!
Yeah, he saved. Because he comes and Kobe comes and saves them by doing some sort of skill underwater.
Yeah, I think he uses Soru underwater just to sort of kick through the water. Kobe got really strong really quickly. Because he's got Haki now. He's got all of the CP9 abilities. He's a proper boss. Speaking of proper bosses, you do it a lot better than I do. Super.
Super Frankie!
Yeah.
Get in the barrel, get in the barrel, get in the
The
barrel.
problem is the dude's looking right at the barrel.
There's another guy over there.
That was bad.
That was great.